getting heckled by Cat and Mark. I have just got to St George after a month in Flagstaff, a week before the World Champs. Did a little bit of time checking out the back half of the bike course today. So like the long draggy climb and the descent before getting to Snow Canyon and a little run off the bike. But yeah, basically just been settling in, getting used to not being at altitude anymore, which is nice. Feels like way better not being up at 2,000 meters. That's a nice little confidence boost. Catching up with friends, been really nice today. Kind of managed to hang out with Kat and Mark, Jack and Christian again, which has been good. I say Christian again, dragged him in to pace me on my run, which for his warm-up, which is always nice. No, generally just been nice first day. Yeah, St George seems good, course seems epic, can't wait for it, and I'll check out a bit more of it over the next few days. Flagstaff, just the training there was just really nice, like easy, like lots of good roads to just TT on, like straight, you don't have to stop, all quite rolling, so actually really similar to St George, which is good. Very windy, which is quite demoralising when you're trying to train, but good practice for if it's a windy race. All the most like amazing trail running, and yeah, then the weekend before last weekend, we went and rode to the Grand Canyon. We thought like it was like 130k away, so thought worth going and checking it out. And we got there like just before sunset, and it was just amazing. Like actually probably one of the most amazing things I've seen. You obviously hear people talk about it, you see the photos, but nothing quite does justice to kind of quite how amazing and big it is. Little adventure, gonna try and cycle to the Grand Canyon. Thought it's quite close, so might as well. Should be about 130k. So the bike's being cleaned up and ready for it. Yeah, I think I wasn't quite prepared for how amazing it was. It was about 130k to ride there. The boys were doing a bit of a shorter ride, I had a bit of a longer ride. So I rode just over like 120-ish k. Obviously that had to be the day that it was headwind the whole way, which was a little bit miserable. Especially the last like 40k stretch is basically a dead straight road that just like rolls a little bit, so you can just see it for basically the whole ride. But the first bit of the ride to get there was really cool. Really nice road that just goes through some of the valleys with like big mountains on either side. Really, really pretty. Then got picked up like just outside the entrance to the park. We drove in. Turns out there's like the main bit you can drive to, there's a little bit of a viewpoint that you can look out at. We got there for kind of late afternoon, so wanted to see the sunset. And you can get on buses, but we obviously had our bikes in the back of the car, so we then just got the bikes back out and cycled around some of the other viewpoints where you could see like the sun coming down, a bit more of the canyon. And yeah, it's just absolutely spectacular. Like really, really cool day, really cool thing to go and see. And yeah, I'd recommend to anyone that's in the area, go and check it out. So that was really cool. And then yeah, basically spent last week not doing a huge amount, like a few more key sessions, but yeah, basically just kind of sharpening up now. Initial thoughts on the bike course are it's kind of perfect for me, which is nice. No, I think it's like obviously spectacular scenery, but kind of generally pretty fast roads, generally rolling the bits that I've seen, like long draggy climbs, long descents. I'm gonna go check out Snow Canyon tomorrow, mainly because I want to make a decision on what gears I'm going to use, because I've not decided yet, so we'll check that out and see. But yeah, I think, you know, it's obviously quite a hard course, which I think also suits me a bit, but yeah, I think there'll be a lot of people blowing up. I mean, didn't really notice the wall, to be honest.
Here we are on the wall. How's it feel, Ruth?
Oh man, this is fucking nothing. How's this a big climb? Come to Leeds. I'll show you some steep climbs. I mean, obviously it's going to bite in the race.
That's an open invite to come and train with Ruth in Leeds.
I think it kind of reminds me a bit of before Tulsa, and everyone was talking about like how hilly it was and all these ridiculous hills, and it's like it's just rolling, and like yeah, it's quite tough because it's constantly rolling, but I think when you live in England and you have all the like little short, sharp hills we generally have.
What's bigger, the wall or the climb to your house?
The climb to my house, definitely harder. But yeah, but no, I think like it's just a great bike course, and I think it's going to make it a really exciting race. This week, basically just freshening up. Like I've got a couple of little sessions that are like short, bit of intensity just to keep the legs going. Yeah, there's a few media things, got like breakfast with Bob, some Ironman filming. Then it'll just be about relaxing, freshening up, getting ready for the race, doing some of the admin things like registering. Finally got my Hunt disc wheel, so getting that set up. Just exciting. Just making sure everything's ready, that I've done all the things, you know, sensible things, like making sure sealant's topped up, etc. Watching lots of Netflix probably. I got through all 6 seasons of Peaky Blinders over the last 4 weeks.